had a place for those who hoped for failure. So here's who I would rather listen to, the men and women in Nevada who write me every day. They're hardworking people, lots of different letters, really sad letters. People who play by the rules and don't understand why their health insurance system doesn't do the same. They write from the heart, and here are a couple stories we'll talk about. A woman named Lisa lives in Gardnerville, Nevada. It's a beautiful place right under the great Sierra Nevada mountains. She lives there with her two daughters, both of whom are in elementary school. The youngest suffers seizures, and her teachers think she has a learning disability. Because of her family history, Lisa, the girl's mom, is at a high risk for cervical cancer. Though she's supposed to get an exam every 3 months, now she's not able to get one at all. When Lisa lost her job, she lost her health coverage. Now both Lisa and her daughter miss out on the tests and preventive medicine that should keep them healthy. Her long letter to me ended with a simple plea. It wasn't slow down, stop everything, start over. It was, we want to go to the doctor. That's a quote. We want to go to the doctor. Another person named Braden lives in Sparks, Nevada. Sparks and Reno are side by side. Braden works a 55-hour week to support his family, but it just barely pays the bills. It's not enough for him to get health insurance. He had to go to the emergency room. $12,000. That's the only place he could go. He's a brave man, though. In his letter, he doesn't dread the debt he carries. He's going to pay it, or try to. He doesn't grumble about how hard he works. But he does have one fear, and it's not that the Senate's doing its job. His fear is, as he wrote, and I quote, if I was seriously sick or injured, I'd lose it all, end of quote. That's the way many Americans feel. One more, Michelle, a 6-year-old woman from Fallon, Nevada, about 60 miles southeast of Reno. Like so many in my state, she's moved to Nevada in the last 10 years. Like so many Americans who keep our economy going, she's self-employed, has to find her own health insurance. She has two choices. One is a company won't give her a policy because she takes 3 prescription medications. The insurance company only allows you to have 2. So Michelle's stuck buying insurance from the other company, the only one that will sell her a plan. When Michelle moved to Nevada a few years ago, she picked the cheapest plan. Now, within these 3 years, her plan now costs 3 times as much. 3 times as much. That doesn't include dental or vision insurance. It's very minimal, bare bones policy. She's waiting, but she's not waiting for us to scrap everything we've done over the past year and start over. No, she wrote that, quote, she's waiting to be old enough for Medicare to afford the surgery my doctor says I need. I know that my current policy will cost more than I can afford. These are real stories about real people. Braden, Michelle, and Lisa. They aren't written with a political objective in mind. I don't know whether they're Democrats or Republicans or independents. They have no axe to grind as far as any partisan view. They're written by people who know that insurance companies discriminate against their policyholders, and it's not based, I repeat, on party affiliation. They're written by citizens who know this crisis is bigger than politics and too big to ignore. They're written by Americans who just want to be able to live a healthy life without going broke. My colleagues on the other side want us to slow down, stop everything, and start over. But the course of our country goes in a different direction. Only one direction. We move forward. We make progress, and when history calls on its leaders to make life better for its citizens, we answer, and we act, and we're going to act.
On the GOP posted by John Cunnings, December 7th, 2009 at area code 202-863-8614, in John Cunnings posted on GOP homepage that there is RNC statement on Senator Harry Reid's Senate floor comments. Washington N-Republican National Committee RNC Chairman Michael Steele released the following statement today on Senator Harry Reid's DNV comments comparing opponents of government-run health care to supporters of slavery. Today Harry Reid wandered far out of bounds with his absurd and offensive comments. Reid has now compared his quest to pass the Obama-Pelosi government takeover of health care to the effort to end slavery. This is inexcusable, deeply insulting and arrogant abuse of the Democrat Party's unchecked power in Congress. This is an elected official saying anything, doing anything, running roughshod over any citizen who opposes his left-wing effort to jam big government-run health care down our throats. Harry Reid is under immense pressure to pass this 2,000-page experiment on our nation's health, and an experiment that creates a new $1 trillion federal entitlement program by cutting $500 billion from Medicare, all at a time when our country is in miserable debt and facing an extreme job crisis. The pressure has apparently led Senator Reid not only to make offensive and absurd statements, but also to lose his ability to reason. To suggest that passing this horrible bill is anything akin to ridding our country of slavery is terribly offensive and calls into question Mr. Reid's suitability to lead. Having made this disgraceful statement on the floor of the United States Senate, Mr. Reid should immediately apologize on the Senate floor to his colleagues, to his constituents, and to the American people. If he is going to stand by these statements, the Democrats must immediately reconsider his fitness to lead them. RNC Chairman Michael Steele.